When people don't believe in God, they don't believe in nothing. They believe in anything. Let that sink in for a moment. That's actually a quote from a man named G.K. Hesterson. He essentially said that when people cease to believe in a higher power, in God, it's not like they don't believe suddenly in nothing. Instead, they will believe anything, right? They will believe in anything. And you will see this happening today. Some of the dumbest, most confused, most asinine people walking the earth today are non-believers, are secularists, right? And I'm not saying just because, say you don't believe in God, I'm not saying that, oh yeah, you idiot. No, I'm just saying overwhelmingly, right? Overwhelmingly, people who don't believe in God have found a God in other things, right? In other factions, in other cults, right? Whether it be climate change, whether it be their politicians, whether it be vaccines, right? These things have become their God, right? And you notice that lately these people are spouting some really outrageous thoughts and ideas. 65 genders, right? Men having babies, not being able to define what a woman is. These aren't a bunch of Christians out there. These aren't a bunch of God believers out there going, hey, yeah, what is a woman? I don't know. Or, hey, did you know that men can get pregnant? Hey, did you know that there's 65 genders? No, these aren't Christians saying that. These are overwhelmingly people who are atheists, who are non-believers, who don't believe in a God, right? Because they don't believe in a God, they don't suddenly revert to believing in nothing. Instead, just part of how we're wired as humans, we are wired to believe in something. So if we don't believe in God, we're going to believe in something, which means if we don't believe in God, we're going to believe in anything across the board. And you see, again, this happening with most people out there that have no God, and they have found a God in other things that are mostly worldly, right? And this is why most Christians, if you read your Bible, it says that we are in the world, but we're not of the world, right? Because it says in the Bible, the world is an evil place. And it took me a while to see that for myself, to realize that, right? Like, to look around, like, man, it is kind of, it is a pretty evil place. And I'm tired of turning on TV and watching, just even trying to watch a movie. Everything's bad language, everything's sexualized. Even the jokes, jokes are like gay jokes, like trying to make straight guys think about being gay, and trying to make kids that are barely teenagers already thinking about sex. I'm like, geez, there's no more decency left in the world, right? Where did this start, by the way? It all started in the 60s when they started removing God from schools, right? And ever since, society has been on the decline morally, right? We've become more and more immoral. We've lost our morals. We've literally lost our moral compass, where we've become morally bankrupt, so to speak, right? And I'm not trying to give a religious sermon or anything like that, because none of us are perfect. We're all sinners. I'm a sinner, right? You're a sinner, right? And so I'm not trying to do that, but I am trying to expound on this profound quote that I heard recently from G.K. Chesterton, right? Which, again, when people don't believe in a God, it's not like they don't believe in nothing, right? Instead, they will believe in anything. And again, you see this with the woke mob, right? When you look at people who are woke, like feminists and activists and transgender people, or I shouldn't say them, but like LGBTQR, that coalition, those aren't a bunch of conservatives out there, right? Those aren't a bunch of Christians. Instead, those are a bunch of, those aren't a bunch of Muslims for the most part either, right? Those are just a bunch of non-believers. Okay? And of course, if you ask them, hey, When's the last time you've been to church? Oh, screw that. I don't go to church. Are you kidding me? I don't believe in God. What? You and your spaghetti daddy, in the sky and all this other stuff, they'll start mocking you, right? They will literally start mocking you. Which is funny because if you mock them, they will lose their minds, right? Isn't that funny how that goes? But they will mock you for believing in a higher power when they don't realize they themselves are believing in a lower power, right? They're not believing in the creator, they're believing in the creature, things that are man-made, things that are social constructs, right? Like feminism or, women sleeping around or 65 genders. Isn't it funny? 65 genders. They believe humans have 65 genders, but you look at a dog or something. I have dogs. When you look at a dog or a cat or even an insect, it's just male or female, right? How come there's not 65 genders of dogs or 65 genders of horses or anything like that? No, it's only humans, right? We're supposed to be the brightest, smartest mammals on the planet, and yet we seem to be the dumbest. Okay? But again, this is what you get when you don't believe in something that is bigger than yourself. Okay? Whether you want to call that God or you want to call that the universe, right? I'm not going to enforce my beliefs onto you, even though that's what a lot of the wokeists do. They try to make you essentially kiss the ring and comply with what they believe, right? I don't do that. I mean, I hope you would come to Jesus, and I hope you would find Jesus in your own, when it's right. You'll know when it's right. I can't make you find him. I can't make you come to him. But it's a pretty profound quote, and it's something that is very easy to see when you have gotten kind of beyond yourself to a point where you realize like, hey, I don't think this is all there is to life. I don't think, after it's my time to go, after this is all gone and my amazing view here at the Hyatt Regency is over and done with and I'm old and gray and I'm 6 feet under, I don't think I'm just going to become worm food. I believe that my soul is going to go on to another dimension, to it's going to transcend, essentially. It's not just going to be over and then the lights are going to dim and it's going to all fade to black and that's it, goodbye. No, right? There's going to be more. And we know that, right, as believers. So for us, it's like a long-term journey to eternity, right? Whereas people who don't believe feel like, oh, that's it. After this life is over, it's done, right? I'm done with. So I, because I'm too arrogant to believe in a higher power, it's like when you don't believe in God, you kind of essentially make yourself your God, right? You think you are God. And you do develop that level of arrogance. And this is why I've noticed, right? And this is just from my own experience and just, not only me, but seeing other people experience this as well, that whenever they come across non-believers, the non-believers are quick to judge them, they're quick to mock them, make fun of them, make them feel stupid and everything. I mean, there's an arrogance that goes along with not believing in a God. Yet, here they are believing that, there's dozens and dozens of different genders, that men can have babies, that you can identify as a woman, but just by calling yourself a woman, they're coming up with all sorts of just crazy ideas that even just a few years ago would have literally landed you in a straitjacket at a mental ward, right? And they would have locked you up for the next few years until they figure out what was going on in your head. But this is what these people believe, because they don't believe in God. They believe in anything. You essentially become gullible. And I've always said, the devil is the author of confusion, right? The devil is the author of confusion. So when you don't believe in God, when you close the door to God, guess what? You open the door to Satan. And of course, non-believers, because, they don't believe in God. They're like, ha, I don't believe in Satan either. Gotcha. Ha ha ha. Right? But again, it says in the Bible, that's the greatest trick that the devil ever pulled, was convincing people he didn't exist. Put it this way, it's really kind of overwhelming how many prophecies came true from the scriptures, right? And seeing a lot of these folks that identify as secularists, right, just almost predictably fulfill a lot of what the Bible has to say about them, has to say about non-believers. I mean, it's kind of wild, right, to just see this play out, right? And I really believe, too, that when you do believe in a higher power above yourself, again, if you don't believe in God and you believe in something higher, great, right? You just have more critical thought, right? You have more rationale. Right? You're able to use your critical thinking skills. You're able to really just look at the world and see it for what it is, right? And just go, oh yeah, I can look across there. That's a building. Oh, that's another hotel, right? Oh yeah, that's the Embassy Suites, actually. And down here, that's a lobby. Yeah, that's a lobby, right? Oh yeah, these are windows. Right? It's just common sense, right? But when it's almost like when you don't believe in God, your common sense is just removed from your brain, where again, you will believe anything. You go, hey, no, this isn't a window. I believe that this is invisible. This is invisible, and I could probably stick my hand through it, even though I can't. I can stick my hand through it because I'm telling myself I could stick my hand through it. And that building, that's not the Embassy Suites. I identify that as a 7-Eleven. And that over there, that's a tire shop. That's not the Hampton Inn. That's a tire shop. That down here, that's not a lobby. That's a swimming pool. You start to confuse yourself, right? You start to confuse yourself. And really, for anybody with half a brain, you look at people that today we would call woke, right? And you look at them, you go, wow, it's just, so many people do these cringe videos like, oh my God, so cringe, which it is, right? But it's like, how come, you wonder almost like, how come they don't watch these videos of themselves and go, yeah, I am kind of cringe. It's because that rational thinking has been removed, right? And I just believe that comes when you don't believe in God, you don't believe in a higher power, you don't believe in anything above yourself. It's not like you don't believe in nothing, you will believe in anything. You will literally become gullible. Right? That gullible, where anything to you is believable except for a higher power. Make sense? All right, I know I was all over the map with this, but drop your comments below. Let me know what you think of tonight's coaching video. Any thoughts, any ideas you want to share, please drop them in the comments below. And anything I might have missed, drop them in the comments below. Obviously, I'm traveling right now. I'm pretty tired, so my mind is like all over the place right now, but I just got to my hotel. I'm at the Hyatt, one of my favorite places, one of my favorite hotels. So nice, so clean. My dogs are like chilling over there on the bed. They're like just ready to rest. It's like really late right now. But drop your comments below. Let me know what you think of tonight's coaching video, guys. As always, this is Matt Cross from AlphaMaleSecrets signing out. Don't forget to smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, smash that notification bell as well for me. Helps me out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. Do it for the algorithm. Do it for Cash and Gizmo. Do it for the DeLorean, which is parked outside. Do that for me. And as always, if you guys love my work, if it's helping you to become a better man, to achieve more, to grow, to become more enlightened, to become more red pill, if it's helping you out, the best way to support my work is by essentially becoming a premium subscriber of my premium AlphaMaleSecrets channel, which I'm hosting on a private platform. Right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of premium AlphaMaleSecrets content from me. So take advantage of it. All you need to do is click the link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds, so do that now, and I'll see you in my next coaching video. I'm out.